Was the investigation of the claim against you fair? Many of them aren't, even unintentionally. I see this all the time where internal investigations are conducted by people that have relationships with the parties involved. And I'm going to tell you why that often leads to a biased and an unfair investigation. I'm Nancy Schick of Third Ear Conflict Resolution. I am a New York employment attorney and global workplace mediator. I'm often brought in on workplace disputes like this where there's been an investigation that didn't go well. I prefer when you get me involved earlier because I can help you avoid these kinds of situations. But let me give you some of the points that I want you thinking about if you have an internal investigator. And that includes if you're the employee that is being investigated. What I've seen is that often the HR representative or whoever is charged with conducting the investigation might mean well. They're trying to improve the workplace culture, but they might listen to gossip as though it is actually misconduct. One of the first things I ask is, was there a formal complaint? Or was this just something you heard in passing? Now, depending upon the seriousness of the allegation, there are different steps that need to be taken, and I can cover that in a future video. The first thing you need to be thinking about as the investigator is whether or not this is something that is being formally brought or how serious is it. The second thing you need to look at is what's your response regarding the individuals involved? Because I see that as well, where someone maybe is being scapegoated. The workplace culture hasn't been as good as it used to be, and it happens to change around the time that a new employee came on or somebody got transferred into the department. It's easy to think the change of bringing that person in must be the cause. So if that person goes away, so does everything else. But I can tell you it's almost never the one person. Usually, when there's a workplace culture issue, it is multifaceted and very interrelated and complex. And we need to kind of pull it apart like the sweater. You keep pulling on different threads, intending to repair that sweater by sewing it back up, but you have to figure out where the loose ends are first. The other reason I see that this goes south is that HR isn't necessarily thinking that they could have biases that will take the investigation in ineffective directions. Even though it's trying to protect the employer, doing a biased and unfair investigation puts the employer at risk of a discrimination complaint as well as a retaliation complaint. And retaliation remains one of the top claims in employment law. If you aren't sure if you're conducting fair and impartial investigations, hit that link below and let's talk about your situation before you end up in court. In the meantime, of course, keep listening with your third ear for those hurts you can heal.